to let you know that we're going to have a nice time here together. I'm Wally Okwande, your host for this program. The name of the program is Focus Forum. We invite you to please join us online. If you're not at home, tell your people who are walking around or who are engaged, otherwise are not at home, that you can see or get us Google when they go to the Play Store. Because check out our Google Galaxy, or even on Facebook or all the social media handles, Galaxy TV, whatever platform, to meet us there live and direct. And of course, you have us again here. We have an interesting topic today. I want to look at the common man, this cost of living. How is it affecting the common man? Policy, the economy, the environment, all these things put together. What we want to look at today. Don't go away, quickly go for the future. I want to come back, then of course we get cracking. These people who responded to our correspondence, what a wonderful response. One thing was common amongst all their views: food, 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 food. And I'll add, there's a Yoruba adage that says that if food is out of the challenge, then definitely the problem is solved, because there's no living being, both man and animal, even plants too, they need something to survive. So food is the main thing. We are all living for a day, because we have to be alive, and the only way you can be alive anyway is through feeding. If you are not fed and you don't feed very well, then definitely extinction is this. And that's number one cry that all of our respondents have come out with, that government should even subsidize food items, which is a big one. And I appreciate that idea, that yes, government can do it. It's done in other countries of the world. So why wouldn't it be possible in Nigeria? But be that as it may, it's not within my turf to begin to prefer ideas and solutions at this point. That's why we have guests on this program to give us insights into how we go about it. And I have no other person today as our guest than Comrade Chizoba Ume. Comrade is a human rights activist. I'll just leave it at that. You're welcome to the show. Yeah. So you've heard what our people have been saying. And of course, I want to throw the ball into your court. A common man. Who is a common man?
Actually, for want of a better word, I would usually want to describe as the masses and all that. But a common man is like
you can increase your volume, please.
Okay. A common man is like every average Nigerian that is out there trying to like make ends meet. That's what I call a common man.
Okay. So the common man too, who is trying to make ends meet. Are the ends being met? With particularly, let's just pin it down to the current economic situation. Are the ends being met easily, or with pain and stress?
Not without pain and struggles, because there's been a lot of complaint, there's been a lot of outcry from the common man. So we need a lot of intervention, because the basic needs are not actually being met.
Yes. Another issue now. I quickly want you to now go up and make one or two clarification for the people who are watching. The mini future, they've been talking about food subsidy, government intervention, and so on and so forth. I want your take on this.
I would use Lagos State as an example about subsidizing food. For example, I have the Onjeko package that has Sunday markets where food are subsidized by 25% in most of the local government areas. So I think the federal government can take like a clue from that to implement something like that. It might not reach everybody, but at least it's going to reach a large majority. And for example, you see people, someone that went to the market, I think 2 weeks ago, said he got a crate of egg for about 3,500 against 5,000 being sold outside. That's 1,500 difference, which is actually a good one. So I believe if we can subsidize some food items or have markets in strategic locations where these food items are being subsidized, it's going to go a long way in reducing the burden on the common man.
I like the way the respondents were talking. They didn't say government should reduce. They were talking about subsidy, which to me is a very big one. Because to me, government cannot reduce because it does not control the levels of production, which is very, very interesting. But subsidizing now will make a long way in terms of course, providing the various infrastructure and the enabling environment for that to happen. To me, you mentioned Onje Eko now. Is that one even effective enough, or is just a scratch on the surface?
It is actually, but I think the PR around it is not so great. I don't know why, because there are markets that on Sundays across some local governments that you can go to, and I think they use a voucher to purchase those things. So it's actually happening. So just the PR around it. Then you said something about not being able to reduce. I think subsidy comes in place.
Yes.
But if the federal government actually wants to reduce, there are some other policies to be put in place that on the long run will cause like a ripple effect on the price of food. So you can say they can reduce if they want to.
Now, I appreciate your input now. And I ran into the information concerning the Lagos State government and its food policy helping the masses at this trying period. But I know there are markets in Badagry. I know there are markets in Ajebule, and all the other divisions and hamlets and areas and villages and towns in Lagos State. Is this program now reduced to only those in the rural areas? Because the only thing I know is that, yes, there is a popular Ogba market where this thing has been. And
it's not just rural market. I think they have this market across most of the local governments and some of the LCDs. So it's not just the rural market.
Yes, maybe we'll get across to government side to come and give us an insight into this, so that I don't put you too much under pressure, except if you want to tell me that you represent the Lagos State government on this platform. So be that as it may, now let's look at it. Why must it that all these prices are just skyrocketing? Why?
We are facing, we are at the verge of like inflation.
Tomatoes?
And fuel price too.
Yes.
So there's no way fuel price is going to be going high and the price of items will go high, because you need to transport this thing from the farmers to the markets, and we don't carry them on. We don't use bicycles now. We have to fill the truck and everything. So as long as the price of fuel keeps going high, indefinitely the price of food items is going to go high. So there's nothing that can be done about it. Then the marketers too, because even when the prices go down, you see some of all these markets, they'll tell you whatever goes up in Nigeria never comes down. So there should actually be like a policy to regulate prices. Some people say it might not be effective. You can't tell somebody how much to sell their goods. But if you have like a fixed price, you know that, okay, this is the amount that it costs to purchase this from the farmer, and we calculate, okay, to transport this from so place to so place should cost about this amount. So we can have like a range of prices. For example, I know there was a time I think Indomie reduced their price, so then the prices can be reduced in the market. But you see some markets are still selling at the old prices, and they'll tell you can't tell them how much to sell their goods. So it's not just the government too. We are the common man to need to like work together with the government to see that we can make some of these things happen.
Now that you said it, is the common man the enemy of the common man? Common man now including the common woman, the common boy, the common girl?
Some people will say in Nigeria sometimes it can be our own problem. We are not really enemy, just that there's this greed. I was talking to someone that sold electronics one time in Alaba, and he said something, if you like, let the price go up. When I told them my price, if they argue, I'll be like, things are expensive. And that would like even make sometimes double of what you used to make when things are a bit normal. So you see some of all this, but some marketers too are like making use of this opportunity to like milk others too. Some are being greedy about it. So I don't want to use the word common man be the enemy of the common man, but I believe we can partner with the government and at least make things work.
Is government complicit in this? In the sense that government is aware of the activities of some middlemen. Government is aware of the role played by even some government officials themselves. I mean, fertilizers we have had, government gave some of its officers instruction to go give people fertilizers either for a price or for free. And those officers now hoard, keep, or rebag, resell, and all such activities.
Okay, this is a problem we've always had in Nigeria. When you allocate things for the people, and before it gets to those people it's meant to be, you see certain percentage has been taken away from it. I've witnessed some things like that. Okay, there was a particular, I won't call the state, that the government was trying to do like a health stuff for the civil servants, and they're like, okay, go to civil service and do them free tests, give them drugs and everything. So I was, I think in the radio station, I don't want to be about this name. I was at a radio station and they came and they were sensitizing everybody. They took pictures, they took videos, and when they were done with the pictures and the videos, they packed up everything and they left. Now these pictures and videos will be taken back to the governor to tell him, we've done this, so we gave them free drugs. And the governor will come out on TV and be like, yeah, we've given also amount of people free drugs and everything. And the people will be like, when? So we need to not just put the burden. Yes, I understand that the governors and the presidents, they are responsible for this thing. They are responsible for their PR. They should take the blame. They are responsible for everything. Because I remember the time of Fashola, when he was constructing the road, especially that Lasso Igondo road, you'll see him sometimes on face cap and on bike. You won't recognize him going to inspect. So I believe once policies are being made, there should be a proper body to monitor that these things get to the people they are meant for. Because if they don't get, the blame won't go to the middleman. We don't know the middleman. Is the governor? No, is the governor we know? Is this? That is the senators that we know? Is the president that we know? So there should be a body, and I will always suggest that when they have bodies like this, it should not be placed in the hands of politicians. Give it to outsource it. Bring this fertilizer, outsource it to companies. We want this thing to get to this particular geography, and you send some other people, send field workers to get there and get feedback from people. You don't just, because we are fond of doing this. You come to a locality, you want to walk on the road, you meet the probably the chairman of that place, and he's going to start giving you options, or start giving you like conditions that before you do this, you have to do this, and you are depriving the common man, you're depriving the average man from those things. So
yeah, go on.
So it's not really I know that the government takes the blame too, but we as individuals, we need to sit up to and assist it.
I appreciate the statement you made some few seconds ago, outsourcing, because the principle is that you must always get a success or a win. You must win on issues that you present, particularly in the public domain. We have tried the civil servants and the political class to all intents and purposes. You remember, during COVID, some politicians, both in Lagos and Abuja, were accused of hoarding to the disadvantage of their people. And the most interesting thing was this Minister for Humanitarian Relief, or whatever her office was, who said that children have been fed and they have spent billions of naira. And of course, only God knows how many, but even if those children were fed, the number of those fed did not tally with the amount spent. Is there no way government can have a way of working around this so that there will be some element of accountability, and there will be some element of the policy of government getting the desired result and effect?
There is nothing that's impossible. This is actually very possible, but we're so used to getting away with everything in this country, and that is why when you give such you just give such policy, you just give them and you just take your eyes away from that. When you give something to someone to do, you should be able to follow it down. I understand there's a lot on their plate, but have people to monitor it down. Have website or have channels where the people can pour in their complaints to, and you have to listen to them. I know sometimes when you give people humans, when you give people this channel, there's always abuse. But in every of those abuse, in every of those statements, there's always an atom of truth.
Yes.
Because when you go to the street and ask about some governors or ask about some representatives, you hear some people say things like, he's trying, he's trying, but why didn't he not do something like this? You should tell you one thing, that they acknowledge the fact that so person is trying to do something, but there's still room for improvement. So when you give policies or when you do those things, you should be able to monitor it. It's possible. And not just monitoring it, you should be able to make those people accountable for it. I give you something to do, and you have to understand that if you don't do this, you're going to face the law.
Or the consequences.
You're going to face the consequences. You need to make sure you get this. We are not giving you this thing for you. It's for the people on the street. So you should know that if you don't do it, there are consequences, and you must face it. But we are used to people getting away. So what they'll say, highest 1 month, 2 months, everything is going to water down and I'll be okay. So that's the issue we have. So let's all learn to be accountable. And sometimes we as people, so when they give us to take to our people, without even those representatives, or the one that even audits and do those stuff.
I guess there must be a change attitude concerning all these things, because all these steps and ideas really has been in the negative side, hurting our people. But be that as it may, don't go away. We want to go for a short break. Our guest needs to take some water, and she's been talking brilliantly well, and I need to recharge her with a bottle of water if need be, so that when she comes back, she will be fully refreshed to fire on and take us to the homeward stretch. Don't go away. Tell your people who are sitting somewhere or hanging around that there's something that will interest them. This is quite interesting topic, I am sure. And of course, it is what concerns everyone, how to survive, cost of living. Let your people go to the social media handles of Facebook, X, and all the other social media handles, and they will see us and watch us live and direct. We'll soon be back. We are ready to go, and comrade, I like the way you ended that segment about the honesty and good faith of both the government officers and the people, the common man now that you are fighting for. Now, I just want us to look at an idea before we go away. Is there no way this thing can be really outsourced to companies? And of course, because of integrity, I know that some people too, it's still we Nigerians that are handling and that will populate the same company. But I want to believe issues like this borders about integrity, good conscience, and honesty. Is there a way that you can begin to canvass? I like that idea. It is strange to me, and it's good that yes, we outsource all these distribution activities to companies rather than civil servants or politicians who will share. They don't like your face because you don't belong to their party. Particularly we comrades, they will say, those don't mind them. They are the one disturbing us. They won't give us anything. It's better they die off papa. Is there, can it work, and in what way can they do it so that it works? That's the outsourcing thing.
Okay, like I said, everything is possible. So there are, we know there are companies that are like outsourcing for recruitment. Even there are even some NGOs that we know that are doing well in this field. That we know that even without the government intervention, that they do stuff like that. For example, I think there's Team Nigeria for Change.
Don't go to names. Just so you have already said MGO. Let's leave it at that.
You see some of these people doing these things even without the government intervention. So you could actually like leverage on some of this organization or some of these outsourcing companies and give it to them, knowing that there's a consequence. You have to meet this, you have to give it to these people. And sometimes it comes with rules that you don't give to your family members. You don't give to your family member. I know that's what some of all these outsourcing companies have to do. None of your family members should get any of this outsource. Your family members, they can get from other groups or other companies, but not from yours. None of your family members should get it for free. So I think you can use things like that to outsource.
Okay, then another one of the issues that people discussed was the issue of subsidy. I will not look at now the issue of subsidizing food items. Is there no way transporters, because the whole problem now is on the transporters, is there no way these transporters are not petroleum subsidy now, but the transporters themselves, they will have a role of companies that will be outsourcing this, that they will outsource this delivery. Those are the delivery trucks in terms of logistics companies. Then they will now give them, there will now be a subsidy for them. You pick something from Kaduna to Lagos, from Kaduna to Ibadan, from Kaduna to Benin, and so on and so forth. What's the normal price? Then, of course, they subsidize it or even pay it off. So it's as if the goods, the farm product gets to the people, to the middleman or to the market, just at the cost, at the market price, at the farm price. When it comes to the market at the farm price, then what will now bring about increase that some people will be talking about that to make it fly up?
If that can be done, then prices can be maintained. But why would you take out?
I don't like that laughter. I don't like that laughter.
Take out fuel subsidy. Then go ahead to subsidize fuel for trucks moving food stuff.
Because they are food, they are essential projects. It's for essential projects. Not that they will subsidize fuel for trucks. And don't forget, anyway, the CNG thing is now on, where trucks are giving their leverage of using gas. And to me, gas will now bring it down seriously. But what my own idea, which I think, is that they will line up about 4, 5, 6, 10, 20 logistics company, give them the deal, let them be carrying their products down. There won't be any issue of pricing. Drop it in Lagos, drop it in Ibadan, drop it in Benin, drop it in Enugu, drop it in Umuahia, and so on and so forth. Then, of course, one way or the other, another local system will be made to ensuring that the goods now get to the various local markets, even to the hinterland. That I'm proposing, and I think, is it not possible that it works?
It's possible.
That your laughter is still there.
No,
That laughter is still there.
I'm still looking at that concept. How many of these companies are we going to bring up on board? Then how many of the trucks would be made available to cater for the whole states?
No, don't worry.
How many, sincerely, instead of for me, instead of going through that route, why don't you do something about the fuel price?
The government has looked at it that is not possible. That's my problem.
I think
that's my problem. It's even good you ask that.
The president should at least stop allocation of forest for importation of fuel. Since we have the
refinery
that can sell to them on Naira. So stop allocation of forest for fuel importation. Let them buy from Dangote using the Naira instead of trying to get forest to import everything. So when we do this and this goes into the market, I think after the fuel price will drop, and once it drops, inevitably food prices are going to drop.
I want to agree with you on this, but no, if government is not hand in gloves in this issue, it won't work. Because even if Dangote sells fuel or PMS for 2 naira per liter, people will still say price transportation cost. The transporters will bring their own idea. The marketers will bring their own ideas, and the retailers too will bring their own idea. But to me, if whatever it is, this commodity is brought, those who bring it to the market, the truckers, the logistics company, they have been settled. Just pick and go. I'm sure I've experienced it before. All I need that maybe I want to send a document somewhere or so. The person who is paying, who is sending, pays. Then it gets to me, I pick it, thank you, bye-bye, I sign for it and go. That's the system I'm thinking of. Is it not possible so as to crash or even remove issues of this complaint every day, like we saw in the mini future? All those who are the market women, all their complaint is that it is fuel, it is transporter, it is prices of increase in transport fare.
So that could actually work.
Okay.
But we still need a body to regulate these prices.
Okay.
Because there will always be excuse. I remember last year.
Sorry, price of goods and services, or price of the logistics people, of those who are the transporters. It can't be possible.
Because if this should work, and we know that the cost of transporting.
Which one should work now?
If your idea should work.
Yes.
That,
I don't like that your smile. You think it can't work?
No, anything is possible. So if that should work, and we're we've subsidized the price of petrol, and you can bring in things. The government know that it took about let me say it takes 1,000 naira to bring Gary from the east or from Delta State to Lagos State to those marketers. So inevitably, no one should sell Gary more than 1,002 or 1,003. So when you see someone selling at 1,500, 1,800, you can go after that person. So that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So if that could show, so we can monitor this. Of course, last year when the dollar went high, price of things went so high. Then there was a particular period dollar came back to 700 and something. Nothing came down. I was still asking. I thought you were saying that is the price of dollar that is making this stuff go. Why is it not coming down?
Yes.
They will start quoting, it's fuel, it's something else. There's always an excuse.
Yes.
So if that idea should work, and if it's possible, it's going to be a mind-blowing idea. If it's possible, then it's going to be mind-blowing. If that should work, then we can control those prices.
Yes.
We brought this thing to you at 1,000 naira. You shouldn't go beyond 1,500 or 1,200. There should be, you can sell 1,100, 1,150, 1,200, but there should be a capped price.
Yes.
So when you're selling above that capped price, you can go after you.
Now another thing, waiting for government sometimes does not make things work, because to all intents and purposes, government itself is people. Those civil servants are human beings, you and I and my cousins and all, and they too have their own sentiments and all. And of course, in between, I don't want to say it, which we all know naturally, about how they too, the civil servants, add more to the issues on ground than solving it. So where I'm going is that, can't we, the people, the common man now, be a brass keeper, being the whistleblower, be the ombudsman here, that no, if you, the price, and government should have, just like this Onje Ekwan something, if there will be price notice, and one of the things you said, then more publicity. Is it not possible? So that when people know, then obviously those who want to do it will be circumspect. People know. So once they want to try it, and somebody comes and say, what is that? It's 1,000 naira. I don't know. Once in a while, I go in the public transport and I take a bus. You know, these transporters, they will just jack up the price just arbitrarily. And some of us will now say, no way, we are not going to take that. But you know, Nigerians, some of them, please let them now. Look, I'm going somewhere. You say, what is it now? Yes.
It boils down to what I said earlier. We are used to getting away with a lot of things in this country. Yes. And everybody does as they like. Yes. So that's why I suggested having like how to control these prices or something. So if you give those whistleblowers like a safe space to know that, okay, they can actually come out and report such cases anonymously. Okay. And it will be looked into. I think it's possible. And it will go a long way in relieving these burdens from the common man. Okay. But again, the common man cannot be relieved of anybody, because he's the one that bears it. So he is the one that will help himself. Like Yoruba just said, there is nobody who will now fight for the weak. The weak must fight for himself. So the common man, is it not possible they have a united front to even save themselves from the middlemen, the common man, middleman? So that between the common man and the middleman, when they fight it out, then the middleman will take it up and say, no, the people are not taking it from us, so they are not in agreement with us in this regard. So government or the producers or the suppliers, you too, we are not taking it from you. Then the producers or the suppliers will say, no, government, you too must sit tight. Let us create an enabling environment for us to work. Is it not possible? Absolutely. The cheating the thing goes from bottom to the top, because what we see now is that the producers pass the cost down to the middleman to the common man, and of course we are stuck. Is it not possible that we now do the Luther thing up? No, it's actually possible. Like I'm still using your idea now. We bring this stuff, this is the price. Now we have the Market Women Association.
Yes.
We have the logistic company bringing these goods. We have the Market Women Association.
Yes.
And we have the average Nigerian who goes to this market to buy this.
Yes.
So the logistic company brings these goods to the market. They sit with the Market Women Association of each market. Each market has their own association. So they sit with those market women or market men association, and they're like, okay, we got this goods to you all at 1,000 naira to this particular market. So you shouldn't sell beyond 1,200. Everybody there knows about that. So when one person sells above, those
market
that we will report you. This person is selling above. Why would she sell us for 1,500 when I'm selling 1,100? So she's going to make 400 naira when I'm making 100 naira. You see, these market women don't even report themselves. Then we, the average Nigerians that go to market to purchase this item, you get to the market, it's everywhere that this goods got to this market at so price. So we should be expecting to buy the price. And you don't see it. You could have a medium. That's why most of these things, feedback is necessary. They should always create channels for feedback, not just between the middlemen and our representative, but between the average men, straight to the representative. Because when you take it to the middlemen, they will go back and say what they want to say. So we need to do that. Once all these structures are put in place.
Yes, I'm with you.
Structures are put in place.
Now we can both smile together, because it's good, yeah. So when the structures are put in place,
you can boast and say, yes, this is the price of this item in this market. And when you go around that market, you get this at that price.
Well, we're on the homeward stretch now. The next few minutes we'll get out of this place. And one thing that really bothers me is about the dollarization of the Nigerian economy. I have gone around other countries, and I don't see other countries or the nationals of other countries promoting the currency of another country as we do in Nigeria. Is it of concern to you? And why? Okay, maybe let me do a first. Is it of concern to you?
Yes, because when I was looking at this topic, something crossed my mind. There are still schools in Nigeria you pay with dollars.
I know.
There are restaurants you pay with dollars. Why? Why do you operate in a foreign currency in a school located in Nigeria? I can't.
Hold on, please. Sorry to butt you. I guess government should look at this issue. It is very, very embarrassing. You go to America, be it Pittsburgh, be it New York, be it California, be it Ohio, be it Philadelphia, be it Maryland, or anywhere you go in America, it's dollar.
It's dollar.
You go to China, Hong Kong, all these countries, it is their local currency. Go to the other day I was in London, and they were even making fun of that. Look, we here, our own currency has a surname, pound sterling.
Yeah.
Now the country is the only country who has a how can they come now and begin to allow it to be wish-washed? No way. No way. So why is it only in Nigeria? Government officers, you go there, either the president, the governors, all these senators, most of them are there now, the governor, the president, all of you travel. Please, we want this topic, this episode, to be shared round till it gets to the presidency. Please. Why? One of the reasons of these problems of economy, common man suffering, is because we have dollarized the economy. And I don't think it should be. That's not what obtains in other countries. No country in the world allows foreign currency to be the dominant currency in its country. So why is it in Nigeria? To the extent, as my sister said, which is true, there are some restaurants, they charge you or you pay in dollars, not to talk of schools. Haba, that's too much. Let us respect ourselves. If we agree that the Nigerian naira should not be trampled upon by people in their parties when they are having social event, then definitely let's see how we can protect the naira too, whatever it will take. And of course, it should be. Members of the National Assembly, I know that it is your own area. You enjoy it. The dollar, you go, you use it all this time. But please, for national integrity and for the sake of this country, we should have a policy that guards against this dollarizing the Nigerian economy, to the extent that even the budget, national budget, you see it is tied to the dollar. What a shame. This is a national shame, and I think we should put an end to it. This is a great one. I like the way you just charge my brain to it. Once in a while like this, the spirit of Aluta comes upon me, so I charge. So in rounding up, my comrade, your closing thoughts here.
So
yeah, maybe the second leg of this issue of dollarizing economy again is the issue of the patriotism by the Nigerian people, particularly government officers, vis-a-vis the middlemen. Is it everything about profit, or humane?
The average human is greedy.
Ha!
That's the truth. The average,
including me. Okay, you said average.
So
Okay.
So the average human is greedy, and we need to be able to cut that out. When you are in a country where you have to do for yourself the things that the government has to do for you, you have this struggle mentality in dealing with things. You want to make sure there's enough for tomorrow.
Yes.
So that mindset pushes everyone to want to do
grab
what they are not supposed to do, to grab and to do. So that is one issue. And another thing is that we are the one to blow our trumpet. No country is going to help blow it for us. We are the one to do these things. And you see, even going to like some freelancers. I know I mentioned school, I mentioned this thing, charging in dollars and everything. We need to learn to patronize things from our country. Look at government officials and the cars they use. It's innocent. And look at, I saw something, was it yesterday or 2 days ago, about a secondary school that their uniform is Ankara. And it was a beautiful idea. Why are we wearing this? And this Ankara is a made in Nigeria material and everything. So we need to learn to blow our trumpet. We need to learn to appreciate what we have here. If we don't, nobody's going to do it for us. You go to the street, you ask somebody 20 million naira or $200. I want something like that. And the guy was like, I'll take $200. Don't you know dollar is dollar for $200? $200, 20 million naira. What are you saying? But because the way we've carry this dollar thing, and want someone hears dollar, even if it's $1, they tend to appreciate it more than people in $1 million naira, than people that don't know the value. So we need to learn to blow our trumpet, appreciate what we have here. If we don't do it, nobody's going to do it for us.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't appreciate you more, and I'm sure viewers too will appreciate you for this wonderful. In fact, you have introduced another aspect to our activities here. We're going to look at that aspect with the team, and of course, we'll come out with something wonderful. But be that as it may, today has been interesting. You know, I told you it's going to be interesting, and indeed it's interesting with the ideas that our guest has brought in about how we can move. Government, I'm sure, please, those of you who are close to government, particularly the public relations people, should send this tape or this film or this episode to government officers particularly, so that they know that indeed there are a way we can run this thing round so that Nigeria can be better for each and every one of us. That's the only way. We can't continue doing the wrong things and expect a good result. It's very wrong to begin to promote another person's country's currency. It's very wrong for us to continue to make things difficult for Nigerians. And we're looking at solutions as we are profiled on this platform today, and people say no. To me, it is a way that there are ways that can be done. And that's why I said, please share this to all those political office holders, so that they can learn and, of course, see how we can rub minds and make Nigeria a better place for each and every one of us. That's the show today. I'm Wale Ogunade, your host on this program, and I want to appreciate our comrade Chizoba Ume, for coming on this program. She's a human rights activist, but not only that, to me, she's a brilliant young lady, and of course, if given the opportunity, she's one of those that can make this country better with various ideas. She's full of energy and all. I really want to appreciate you for coming. And of course, I know that we'll call you very soon, because you have failed in this interview. You know, if someone fails, what will happen? He will repeat. So you are repeating this class once more time. The time for your examination is what I don't know, but you can be sure that we'll call you very, very soon. Thank you for coming. And for us, all of us out there, thank you for listening, for watching us. It's a great time together. And don't do anything that is against the law. Just be a good citizen. Till next time I will come your way. Cheers.